Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to another video. This is going to be a pickups video. I know I haven't done one of these in the last couple of weeks, but I picked up a bunch of cool stuff that I want to show you. So let's just get right into it. So I'm going to start off here with 3 Game Boy Advance games that I picked up from Value Village, which is a thrift store. I paid $2 each for these games. I had none of them in my collection, so I'm happy to have picked them up. And the first one here is Yu-Gi-Oh! World Championship Tournament 2004. Basically just the Yu-Gi-Oh! Card trading game for the Game Boy Advance. I heard it's pretty fun, so I'm happy to have this in my collection. The next one is Snood, which is a puzzle game for the Game Boy Advance. I heard it's pretty much like a budget sort of title. It's not that great, and I didn't have it in my collection though, so I picked it up for $2. Why not? And then the last one here, which I have played before, but I didn't have in my collection. I actually really enjoyed it, and it's Spyro Season of Ice, and it's like an isometric platformer for the Game Boy Advance. It's Spyro, and Spyro is always fun, and if you like Spyro and you have a Game Boy Advance, I would definitely recommend checking this one out. Now the next 2 games, this first game here is from Value Village as well. It's an Xbox game. I didn't have it in my original Xbox collection, and if you've watched my other pickups videos, you can see that I am collecting for the original Xbox, and it's Cat in the Hat. It was $4, and unfortunately it doesn't have the manual, but I'm sure I can find the manual for this game somewhere, and it's a little scratched up on the disc in the back, but I didn't have it. For $4 I picked it up. I mean, I probably should have passed on this because I'm sure I can find this many other places, but I picked it up and happy to have it in my collection. And then this one I found at a garage sale. I just saw it there, offered the guy $2. I had no idea about this game. I had no idea what it was. I had no idea about the series, but it's Chaotic Shadow Warriors for the Nintendo Wii. And I believe it is like a turn-based RPG game, and it's complete in really, really good condition. And honestly, the reason I picked it up was because the cover art and like the back just looked really cool. It was like back in the olden days when you go and rent games and you wouldn't be able to read what they were. You would just pick them based on what you read on the back and the cover. And that's pretty much what I did for this for $2. I thought, why not? I've been watching gameplay of it and reading about it, and apparently it's like a decent game. It's pretty mediocre, but it's like a turn-based RPG, and I like those, so I may end up giving it a try. Now the last 4 games I'm going to show off here are pretty interesting. They were off Kijiji, and Kijiji is like Craigslist, but it's in Canada. And the person was just going to give them to me for free, but I ended up giving the person $20 because of one of the games in here that I just couldn't take. I felt too bad taking it. The reason they were going to give it to me for free was because I am a collector and I'm not going to resell them, but they're 4 PlayStation 1 games. I'll get to the really kind of rare find at the end. The first one here is Blood Omen Legacy of Kain, and this is kind of a top-down action and adventure game. And I've never played this, so I'm happy to have this in my collection because I didn't have it, obviously. And it's actually really interesting, the voiceover in this game, the person who's narrating the game. It's actually really, really well done, but it looks sort of like a Diablo-style game. So if you're into that, I would recommend checking that out. This next game I have played before, and it is actually really awesome. Surprisingly, it's really awesome. It's a Rugrats Studio Tour, and it's done by THQ back when THQ was in their heyday making all these Nickelodeon games. And it's a really, really good 3D platformer. If you enjoy those types of games, I would definitely recommend checking this out. It is complete. The case is a little broken, but I mean, you can find jewel cases anywhere to replace that. And there's a little bit of a rip on the cover here, so on the manual itself. But overall, the game is in good shape. There's no scratches on the back, so happy to have that because it is a really awesome game and I didn't have it in my collection. And then the last one here is a fun puzzle game for the PlayStation 1, and it's Spin Jam. And basically, it's a budget-style puzzle game for the PlayStation 1. Comes complete in great condition. You can pick this up for about $3, I believe, on eBay. So if you like puzzle games, I would definitely recommend checking it out. It's kind of like you're matching colors and stuff, and it's like very similar to many other puzzle games out there. But if you like puzzle games, for the price of it, I would definitely recommend checking it out. And now finally, the last game, which made this score pretty amazing, is Discworld, and it's the long box version of Discworld. It's my first long box PlayStation 1 game in my collection. Fortunately, it's not complete. If I can open it up here, it's just the disc, but it is the box itself. And I was looking up this game, and complete, it goes for like $80-$90. If it's like new, it goes for like $150, something like that. And just the disc itself, I believe it's like $50, and it's a pretty rare game, I believe, to find. So I'm really happy to have found this, and the fact that the person was going to give it to me for free, it was absolutely amazing. and I believe it's like a point and click adventure game. I've never played it. I don't think it's a very good game, but it is a rare game. If you've played this game before, if you know anything about this game and how rare it is, or if it even is that rare, or why it's selling for so much on eBay, I would love to know in the comments below. But yeah, those are my recent pickups over the last few weeks. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit that thumbs up button. Leave a comment down below about any of the things I picked up, or let me know what you've picked up in the last few weeks, and I'll catch you in the next video.